Christy from the Northwest Corner. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making an open-faced roast beef sandwich, or maybe somebody knows it as Manhattan. So I'm going to make a roast. I'm going to saute my onions. I'm going to caramelize them, I believe. So I've got my Ninja Foodie because I'm going to obviously cook the roast. But I'm going to take the onions and I'm going to slice them, and then I'm going to caramelize them, kind of like what I did with the spaghetti caramelized onion pasta the other day. And I have my foodie sitting on sear saute, so it'll get definitely hot enough to saute my onions. Right now we're just going to make the beef, obviously, and it's going to have to cook for a little while because it is a raw roast. I've got a rolled roast is what that is. Got that from Albright's, so I believe. Yes. I like their rolled roast that they have there. And I'm using 2 onions. You can use as many onions as you want. These are not very large onions, so. Although to some people they're huge. Somebody had commented that where they're from, their onions are never this big. Our onions are always pretty large. I would rather have a larger onion than a smaller one. Less chance I'm going to cut my fingers off.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
No. You're always so worried when I'm cutting.
I am. I mean, just know that if you cut your finger off, you got to finish the video.
I will. I'll finish it. I'll just put some Band-Aids on it and keep going.
Couple Band-Aids.
Couple Band-Aids. You know me.
Then when it's all over and we're cleaned up, I'll take you to the hospital.
Well, you know me. I'll do that. We were giving our dog a bath the other night, and he's 100 pounds, so he's a big dog. Well, he didn't want to take this bath the other night, and I ended up hurting, I don't know, my lower back. It's in my hip. Oh, but it's super duper sore. But I just keep going. You didn't take me to the hospital that night, and I cried. It hurt that bad.
Oh, I don't know about you.
I can't help it. I ain't got time for that. And I already know what the doctor's going to say. He's going to say, well, you shouldn't have been giving the dog a bath. Do you know how old you are? Actually, I mean, I'm not that old, but with my back, he would say, what were you doing? You know better.
Not you.
Well, you're right. I should know better, but I don't. All right, we're going to saute our onions up here, get them nice. I want to caramelize them. I want to give them a little bit more of that flavor. I think would be really good with this roast. I got some garlic, salt, pepper, rosemary, and thyme for the roast. I have some mushrooms that we're going to toss in there as well. I'm going to open up my roast. It's frozen, like I normally do, is cook from frozen. You can do one that is fresh and just saute it. This is why I'm sauteing the onions. I'm going to give it a good taste. We're going to use some beef broth, and then when it's all ready, see, these rolled roast have the butcher's twine on them, so I'm just going to leave it on there. It's not going to hurt nothing. It'll help me shred it too. Now, hopefully I can get this plastic off. I may have to take this glove off for that.
Want me to help you?
No, because then your hands are going to get yucky.
I can wash mine.
I can too.
I was just trying to get you from not having to take that glove off.
That's all right. It's okay. It's our food. It's not like I'm making it for
Right.
anyone else. If I was, I would definitely. I mean, my mom and my grandma, they never wore gloves when they made food, so So what's the obsession with everybody having to wear these gloves? Now I will for chicken, because chicken is, ugh, I'm not a big slimy chicken fan. Touching it. I love to eat chicken. I don't like to touch it raw.
Well, actually, I think the gloves are a good idea for any kind of meat.
True, but why?
Well,
I mean, you're making your own meat.
let's just say, for instance, okay, let's just say that you didn't use the gloves and you washed your hands really good. At least you thought you did, but you still had a little bit of bacteria on there and you got sick from it.
Chances of that happening are very slim.
But let's say it did.
Very. I mean, like, if you're washing your hands with even just water, you're getting a lot of that off. And it's going to be such a minute point. Most people's bodies can fight that off, and you won't get sick.
Not mine.
Well, I think with your food poisoning when you had it, I think there was some food safety issues at that restaurant.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really do. And you never order shrimp at 9 o'clock at night when the restaurant's getting ready to close, Goofy.
Yeah, that was a bad decision. But it sounded good, so.
But you don't order shrimp at 9 o'clock at night anymore unless it's from home.
Yeah, exactly. I won't mention the restaurant's name, but it's a pretty popular restaurant chain.
Yeah. Yeah, because you spent what, 6 hours in the ER that you were down in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, Baton Rouge.
What a way to go on a work trip.
Away from home, and you got food poisoning. It was terrible.
Yep.
Then I got it again. Gosh, when was it?
It was hotel breakfast that you ate, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep. And I never had a problem with that until that one time.
I don't touch the eggs. You're nuts.
Yeah, I don't know more. That was 2021?
No, we weren't up here yet.
Yeah, we were up here. We were definitely up here.
You think
I was
so?
driving home from Chicago, yeah. Yep.
I don't remember that. Maybe, I don't know.
I can't forget it.
I can remember the one because the one was really bad. The one with the eggs wasn't as bad as that first one.
No.
Because that first one, you were down for like 7 or 8 days.
Oh.
It's a good diet.
It is. But I'll tell you what, I'm big on food safety now. Cook it. And if it's old, toss it.
Yeah, you never give me a hard time when I toss food if it doesn't.
If it saves me from getting sick, I don't care.
Of course, I've got a nose like a bulldog, you know, so sensitive that I can smell just about anything. Got that from Mom because Mom was the same way. She could smell it a mile away.
How's it doing?
Huh?
How's it doing over there?
It's doing.
I guess I better show the audience here what's going on.
Yeah, it's doing.
Just some onions.
Yep. I'm trying to caramelize them. I mean, we could take a small break and come back when they're done so I can do the roast then, but...
Yeah, let's take a quick break and we'll bring them back.
All right. All right, onions are all caramelized. Looking yummy. Look at that. That's all flavor right there.
Smells really good.
Yeah. Now we're going to put in some garlic. I'm going to do 2 spoonfuls. And those are probably, I don't know, a little bigger than a tablespoon, not much. Mix that in. Make our garlic aromatic.
Well, that smells so good.
I know. Don't want to burn the garlic, so we'll just make it aromatic. We're going to take our roast. I'm going to put her right in there. And that, like I said, was I don't remember. What did I say? A rolled?
3 pound?
Was it a 3 pound? Just a little over 3 pounds. Rolled roast. Pick that up at the Albrights in Corona. I like their little meat counter there.
Little meat counter.
Well, it's big,
huge.
but I like their meat counter. So, all right. So the roast is in. Now, what we're going to do is salt. Do it to your taste. I'm not going to add a whole lot because I'm putting gravy packets in it and beef broth, but my beef broth is MSG free. So pepper. Again, you pepper how you want to pepper. Dried rosemary. And if you don't like rosemary, don't add it. We like rosemary. Some thyme. So we have plenty of time to get this roast done.
Smart aleck.
Yeah, that's me. Now, this is brown gravy mix. That's a 1/4 cup and another 1/4 cup because I want to make a lot of gravy. And then our beef broth. This is 4 cups of broth. And we'll add some water as well. And then get some water. And I'm going to add 3 cups of water. I'm not going to smother the roast in the water. So I'm about halfway up on the roast. And then mushrooms. I'm just going to dump them right in. These are mushrooms that I cut and put in the freezer. Money saving tip right there. And now we're going to put it on high slow cook for 6 hours. So we're going to let this cook all day, and then we'll bring you back when we're ready to take it out and shred it for our sandwiches. Okay, our roast beef is done. I have the gravy makings inside of the foodie. So we need a cornstarch slurry, a couple tablespoons of cornstarch and some water. And we're just gonna pour it in. Made sure that my foodie was on the sear saute option to make it hot, because you're gonna want this gravy to thicken. Doesn't take much for it to thicken, especially with cornstarch. Smells so good too. I made some mashed potatoes already. And that's just mashed potatoes. You boil the potatoes on the stove, and then it's just butter, heavy cream, warm your heavy cream. And then I just use a masher. I don't use my mixer for that. Some people do. I'm not one of them to do that. So it smells so good. I'll let that bubble for a little bit, and we'll start plating up. Put that there. I may need it again. Wipe up my mess. And we're going to eat ours. You can do it on bread. You can do it on toast. Whatever. These are some rolls that I had made homemade. So we're going to use those. What you want to do is you want to take some of the beef. And put it on each piece of bread or roll or whatever you're using. Just like that. You need to shred your beef though. Yeah, make sure you shred it. I just took it out of the crock pot and let it cool for a little bit, and then I was able to shred it. Now we're going to get that on there. Get this out of the way. Get the potatoes. We're going to do this all fancy dancy. Gravy. Okay, that's good. And if you don't have a foodie and you have a crock pot, you can do your roast in your crock pot. You'll just have to transfer your drippings, your juice, onto the stove on a pan to make your gravy. Because the crock pot doesn't get as hot as this does with that sear saute. I do know some pressure cookers have the sear saute on them as well. My pressure cooker does. Not every one of them. So I'm going to put a little bit of gravy on them first because I want some gravy on my meat. And you can build these however you guys want. There's a restaurant in Bryan. We were growing up. They used to have beef Manhattans. That was one of my favorites. Their turkey Manhattan was really good too.
Yeah.
But I don't even know, since it's changed hands, I don't even know if they still do Manhattans. I don't know.
Hard to say.
It is. Everything changes. The nice thing is now we can make it at home ourselves.
Yeah.
Now, for our potatoes, I should have got a hot pad out, but I didn't. It's okay. I'll just use this towel because they're hot. And they're homemade with all the lumps in them. I'm not going to put mashed potatoes on all of it, just in the center. You want more than that?
No.
Good?
Yep.
Jamie likes mashed potatoes, but they don't like him. He gets too bloated, he says, and they fill him up fast. So you take your potatoes, put it on there, and then some more gravy.
It's like an ice cream sundae.
Looks good, don't it?
Or a banana split or something.
Yeah, I'll never eat all this, but I like to think I could.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if you get half of it down.
Well, I had this morning was the plum cut and a peach. That's all I've had, so hopefully. I have the potatoes out of the way. Okay. Are you ready for your official taste test?
I'm ready.
Okay. Napkin? I don't want to touch this thing I did earlier and it got my arm. It hurt.
I'll move over this way for you. Okay.
Gotta get a little bit of everything.
everything.
That's good. That's really good. Delicious.
Heck yeah, that's really good.
Easy to do. You just put your roast in. I use 4 cups of chicken broth and then 2 cups of water. Brown gravy mix. I caramelized onions in mine. Let it cook 6.5 hours. Something like that, yeah.
Pretty close to that.
Took it out, shredded it, made up our Manhattans, and we're all set to eat. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. We hope that you guys try this. If you do, let us know in the comments. And if you could, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. That would be awesome. And we will see you all in the next video. Y'all have a great night. Bye.